Let me tell you something. Some of you are a lot I can admire. The ones who fought all their lives. Who've lost friends, relatives, lovers. The ones who know what they're fighting for. But what about you? What made you turn traitor?
Didn't!
Your colleagues don't agree with you there. 2 of them died when you broke out with Jector.
Wasn't meant to happen!
Whose fault was it then?
Jonas?
Tell me, Lusk.
Jonas?
I need to know, Lusk. I need to know if I can rely on you.
Of course you can!
Too much has gone wrong!
No, I know!
You're no good to us. You're no good to me.
I'm doing my best!
Jector.
Lusk, are you alright?
Issa, what's wrong?
You asked me to wake you when we got to Terracon.
Terracon?
The arms shipment we've got to pick up for the Sector 14 network?
Yeah, I remember. Oh.
Are you sure you're alright? You were dreaming. What's it about? Do you want to tell me?
It's not important.
Is it a dream you've had before?
I can't remember. I don't think so.
Tell me.
I said it wasn't important. I'll teleport down with Jector and Zeta. You and Fel stay up here.
You don't have to go down. Jector can handle it. I could go with her.
They have information on the Scorpio crew.
How do you think an isolated group on Terracon could get information about top security prisoners? They're probably all dead anyway. It's been practically 9 years since we've heard anything.
I need to know.
Why? Why is it so important? You can't chase Blake's shadow across the whole galaxy forever. You've got to let it go sometime.
They were the last. The only ones left who worked with him. I need them. I need their help.
What for? If it's...
I have my reasons. Just try to trust me.
Trust you? Why should you think that I don't?
No, you fools! Nobody does what he speaks. It's all the way to wait shifts.
I like a man with a sense of rhythm myself.
Chantal.
Morning, Commander Vanna. It's a lovely day for something, although this isn't what I personally would have chosen.
Did you have something particular to communicate to me, Chantal? Or you simply to irritate me?
Why not both? I like to give value for money.
No, not that way! No. Well?
I've sifted all the information about our main targets. Do you want to hear the rundown?
Have a choice?
Well, yes, but I'd be awfully upset if you...
Get on with it, Chantal.
Right, comfy? First up, Jonas Blake. For the last 9 years, she's been in hiding with her mother, since Avon killed her father on Gouda Prime. We have received information that her mother is now dead. For the last few months, she has been talking to all sorts of undesirables about all sorts of taboo subjects. We suspect she's ready to act.
Alone, have you identified?
Have a little patience, won't you? I was just getting to that. Next, Relit Trell, companion to Jonas and her mother. Rumour has it that he was hot for Mrs. Blake, but she kept it strictly friendly.
Trellis do with Jonas Blake?
Far as we can tell, they were last heard of on the Outer Worlds, but following their trail, they seem to be heading inwards towards a rendezvous with our next subject.
Lusk.
Have you been peeking? Yes, Norden Lusk, ex-Federation Space Lieutenant. Assigned to the penal colony on Elif Major. Turned traitor after the Travis incident on Dacosta. His conscience couldn't cope with the thought of all those innocents dying unavenged.
Travis was brought to trial.
Eventually, when it was politically expedient. However, Lusk couldn't wait for that. He tried to join Blake, but only managed to track him down as he was killed. Since then, Lusk has dedicated himself to espousing his hero's cause.
Here's our main target. He's lived altogether far too long.
People have said that about our esteemed president. They said it the first time she was in office.
You'll show more respect, Chantal, and confine yourself to the matter at hand. All right, 5 minutes!
I do hope you haven't worn them all out. I might like to take one home later. Where were we? Oh yes, Lusk. Current location uncertain, but he's been in contact with Yonith and we know roughly where she's heading.
What about his crew?
4 or 5 we estimate, but the principal members are the same. Issa Lane, pilot, been with him since the beginning. Ex-FSA, left after 1 term. Run refugees to the outer worlds before she found the Icarus and used it to pull Lusk and Jector off Elif Major.
So that leaves Jector.
The unstoppable Jector. Still aboard the Icarus, still Lusk's trusty right hand.
Not for much longer. They've flown free for 10 years. Project Maria is almost complete. The time is coming when they will all fall within our grasp. And that will bring all of them, including Jector, back down to Earth.
About time. I've got a flotilla of pursuit ships at extreme range.
It's Elif Major.
What is?
Avon and the others. It's where they are. The Terracon group raided a convict ship transporting political prisoners to Earth. Collaborators had agreed to work with the Federation to expose the Earth networks. Well, before the Terracons killed them, one of them said that the Scorpio crew was being held at the maximum security section on Elif Major.
And on the basis of that, we rushed to a heavily guarded penal establishment.
Why not? At least the end would be quick.
I think this is worth following up.
Well, it's not up to me, is it?
We must try.
Listen to me. It's taken us years to get where we are. Despite the losses, despite the setbacks, we've left behind a network of smuggling routes, escape lines, undercover operatives, the sort of organisation Blake was hoping would come into being. And we, here on the Icarus, we're the only common factor. We're the link. If one of us should fall into Federation hands...
Well, if that looks likely, then we get out. Or sacrifice ourselves.
Then who coordinates the network?
Yonith has all the necessary contacts.
If she's still alive, we haven't seen her for 2 years. And you know how slowly information leaks through from the outer system. Who knows what might have happened to her?
After 26 months? I admire your confidence.
I know she'll be there.
I'll take your word for it, but we haven't got long to that meeting, and we can't contact Yonith to delay her, so what do you want to do about Elif Major?
Aurak, you remember the coordinates for our rendezvous with Yonith's ship, the Amity?
Of course I can.
We'll do both at once.
Down and safe, but be ready to pull us out. Home sweet home, how nice to be back. Perhaps I should visit my old cell.
We're looking for the maximum security section this time, Jector.
Until you're willing to explain why our information is so often wrong, you'll forgive me for keeping an open mind on the subject.
The Federation's probably found a way of feeding misinformation through the network. Jector, we've been through this before. Aurak's whole technology now. With the modified Tariel cell and the tachyon zeta shift they use now.
We don't want blaster fire to be heard, do we, Zeta?